Hey, what's going on? What are you arguing about?
We got together to celebrate our progress, but it looks like we've reached the limits of a constructive discussion regarding our different views.
We can't agree on the playlist. I say nothing beats good old rock and roll, but it seems our tastes got pretty rotten in some branches. Rotten is good. Grunge is good.
You might not have noticed, but I was trying to make a point. If you really have to listen to music now, pick something we can focus to and think. Ever heard of a surgeon celebrating while the patient is still on the operating table?
Yada, yada, yada. I bet your taste in music.
That's because your narrow mind will never grasp the beauty of AI-fueled synth jazz.
Okay, guys,
Let's not kill ourselves over a stupid party playlist, please.
you never said what you'd want to hear. Let's chill to something upbeat and calm.
What?
Look, there's definitely one thing we have in common. We are very emotional about a party playlist. Of course we are. Yeah, I just realized something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't we all start?
Oh my word. Just as I was fighting so hard to get that memory out of my mind, the very mention of that ludicrous name makes me want to die of humiliation.
Come on, it was a high school rock band. It had to be cringy to be authentic.
And thank goodness that joke of a band broke up when everyone went away to college.
Speak for yourself. I got together with the guys several years later and we jammed on some good tunes we played too. And to think it all started with Uncle.
He wasn't exactly a perfect teacher, unless you wanted to learn how to chug a bottle of beer in under 5 seconds.
That's because he was a musician. Remember the first thing he made us play? Itsy bitsy spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain, washed the fucker out.
I'm pretty sure it wasn't that.
I wonder if we'd even remember how to play that simple tune. I haven't touched a ukulele. Oh, I never gave up jamming with the Freckles. Well, not until the accident.
Luckily, we're not here to perform music.
You know what? You're right. We should definitely do it. You really are a genius. I bet we could write a song Uncle Martin would dig. All we need is a guitar. You up to it? Man, I'm telling you, we need it.
And I'm telling you, this is the least important part.
Jan, I managed to get your rescue team airborne.
About time.
Believe me, I am as impatient. And how is your cargo?
Rapidium? It's safe, don't worry.
Good. And your altars?
Why so cute?
You think it's none of my business? It will be. You should know I've been busy too. Testing the waters, as they say, about the possible fate of your potential crew after you come back.
You mean you still haven't told anyone?
It's too...
Why?
There's one thing you need to understand about those people. No one makes it to the board. It's an award you get for putting the interests of stakeholders before anything, which boils down to being a passive opportunist with no moral center.
And who's in arrest, or what are you?
You got me there, Jan. I am hiding something quite embarrassing. An idealistic dream.
What about?
Would you laugh if I told you I believe we can change the face of the world? Like depleting resources, insufficient food production,
We?
Yes. It's impossible without you. You have the insight now. Because what is it really? Nothing but a predetermined string of events, distorted with myriads of random, meaningless decisions. We spend centuries looking for some kind of sense in it, some kind of meaningful pattern or recipe. Still, no satisfactory answer comes. Until, once in hundreds, maybe thousands of years.
And you think this?
Well, ever since I learned about your discovery, I keep thinking about Rapidium as the opportunity. That is why, contrary to the members of the board,
It feels good to have somebody on my side.
thank you for your trust. You see, the career in management wasn't always what I had in mind for myself. I used to be a geneticist.
So, the old Reese,
Yes,
you're responsible for all this. The mod.
it's never just one person, Jan. But yes, I was in charge of that project.
Who commissioned these experiments?
I can't say anymore. I'm sorry. Not now. For the very same reasons I had to discontinue. And this is where it gets tricky. Because if anyone from the board finds out what we've done together,
That you're experimenting again?
that I'm using the situation to turn things around.
Aren't you?
That's quite a harsh accusation, considering the mess I've got you out of.
Okay.
So it's just between me and you. And I have to warn.
Harder? How?
Well, there might come a moment when the interest of your altars, at least some of them, will differ significantly.
Are you trying to
I just want you to prepare.
for what?
Tough decisions.
That's very cryptic.
Well, it's the best I can do. Remember, Lucas is working on establishing the most convenient rendezvous point. He'll dispatch the coordinates to you as soon as he's...
Good.
Take care, Jan. It's going well. Just keep...
Okay, I've got us a guitar. Now, what do we want about something from our old repertoire? For crying out loud, can't you just let it go? Do you really want to sing something a 16-year-old version of yourself wrote? Huh. People liked our lyrics, but yeah, I guess they didn't age well. But we had some sick tunes. How about this? We could use one of our old tunes, but come up with new lyrics, something fresh and relatable to, well, our audience.
And by audience, you mean?
Us, obviously. Let's write about us. What do you think, Jan?
I like it. Let's get down to it.
That's the spirit.
And what exactly would you write?
Like I said, something relatable. We should write about us, our crew, what unites us, what divides. And I could sing something about things we really. Sounds like a plan. I'll take the first verse. You write.
What about me?
What's your subject of choice?
Nope. Fine. Give me the short.
And what'll you.
Quantum mechanics? What else? Let's add some meaning to this pointless
Okay, then. Jan, your turn. You take the second verse. What are you gonna sing about?
I could sing about all the things we've been through.
Well, that could work. You could start with something like On the Path.
How about I've made choices that were not always right?
Yeah, but I'm no longer.
Together, we can win this fight.
All right, looks like we've got it. Oh, sweet.
Let's just get this over with.
Okay, here goes. Growing up apart, we shared surprisingly common ground, feeling nothing more than regret. Till the coin got flipped around.
Things never said in quantum state now won't remain unspoken. The clock is unwound, the choice is unsound, could now reopen.
If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today.
On the path I left behind, I made choices that were not always right, but I'm no longer left all by myself. Together we can win this fight.
Things that we lost, the personal cost, are they really gone forever? We're not gonna fail, we need to prevail and sail together. If I could take another turn, my life would never be the same. If I could get another chance today. Oh, if I could take us somewhere now, let us win this race against the sun and find a place where we could hide tonight. Did we stop again? Are we there already? The base seems to be a bit wobbly.
Are you sure we're not moving? More like alcohol intoxication has wreaked havoc on your vestibular system.
My what?
We're not moving. Something has to be blocking our way again. The navigation readings are curious.
Curious. What way?
I don't know exactly, but something's distorting them.
Okay. Nothing cures a hangover like taking a walk. Wanna go and check that thing out, Jan?
You're short-sighted. We need those additional resources to ensure better safety measures in the future.
Won't be efficient if we die of irradiation.
You've got to be kidding me.
Okay, I'm done. I can do this now. Hey. I think I'm finding it hard. That's exactly what I feared. Hey. Yup. Yeah. I don't think I ate enough fatty foods. Not that we could have made more bureau. Hey. Oh, man. Don't it? I had so much fucking anxiety. What the hell is that? Another kind of anomaly? Sure distorting gravity around here. Think of a way to deal with it if we want to push on.
Evacuation functional. To the safer evacuation.
Hey, I took a closer look at our obstacle. It looks like something is distorting. Good thing our base stopped, or we'd just be floating around in the air. Amazing. The sheer scale of it. There's no time for that. Well, there's no way you'll find a solution if you don't. Okay, I get it. We'll need to start by collecting more data about the field. The base should have blueprints for a device called a gravity sensor. Once you craft it, it needs to be placed somewhere high to cover as much ground as possible. We're in a canyon, right? So maybe a ledge somewhere high up would be good. I'll mark potential spots on your map. Okay.
that new anomaly?
Evacuation functional. Vehicle crew.
Our own greenhouse, huh? Never thought I'd be so hyped up about vegetables. anomaly. I haven't seen them behave like this.
Jan, there's an issue we need to discuss. Let's meet. I'm done. I can do this now.
okay, huh? Hey, what's the matter? I was wondering, is it just me, or do you have what? A splitting headache that won't go away no matter what I do. And a bad stomach, too. Ever since that damn part. Well, I don't want to be insensitive, but haha, very funny. Should have seen me at my best. Nah, this is different. I'm starting to think that shit. We never checked its expiry date. Could have. Okay, man. Just take it easy for now. Yeah. Don't. Even Molly's not there for me when I need her. Look at her. Sulking in her little space. I hope none. So, an invention I'm the Illuminator. You mean a flashlight? You have a talent for making extraordinary things sound. It's not just a flashlight. Tell me, when you encounter these distortions, what is your... To get them out of my way. Now you'll be able to do it. Okay. Professor Frankov discovered that certain frequencies of light waves can be used to peer into proximity. I've used his observations to create my illuminator so it can reveal elements of the integral hidden to the human eye. But it also has another, more pragmatic application. It can help to eliminate... You mean destroy them for good? I'm just giving you a tool. You decide how to use it. You see, distortions are created around puncture points between potential. Now, with the illuminator, they should become much more visible. Focusing the illuminator's light waves exactly on the puncture point will allow you to seal that rift. You could compare it to... Damn. Indeed. Now you see why... You're never gonna believe what I found. Let me guess. What? Well, considering the presence of this huge gravitational anomaly in this area and Frankov, as you know, differences in gravitational potentials create the effect of... So, I just connect... You could have done it as well, had you taken the time to stop and think. I guess I was too busy discovering it. Of course, the credit is yours. Now, well, when I got inside this thing, all around you time seemed to speed up? Yeah. What a... This is just getting more and more fascinating. Well, it's pretty hard to get rid of. The closer I get to its core, the... Yes, but you're also approaching the center of its gravity, which means that the core should slow down and be an easier target. Huh. Interesting. I'll think about that. I discovered something new. An anomaly that's pulsating. As in shrinking. Yeah, and it seemed to have... Very interesting. I suppose destroying it will be easier if you time your movement accordingly to the pattern in which it pulsates? Huh. I'll keep that in mind. We can now mine enriched metals. Good. I'm glad you were brave enough to make the unpopular choice. You promised long-term benefits. What can I do with cutting straight to the point? I like that. Creating someone who is a skilled refinery operator would also be useful. And Hell yeah! I got this. Everything all right with your eyes?
Evacuation functionality. Welcome to the Saber evacuation function.
I knew there was something wrong with her. I saw it. And I didn't do anything. Wait, what the hell happened to her? What does it look like? She's gone. Molly's gone. What? But why? I mean, no, that's not possible. There was never any problem with her. I came to see her like I did every day, and she was just lying motionless, cold and stiff. At least her life had meaning. She will be remembered as the first living organism ever to be created with the use of rubidium. Now it's just us. She was our loyal companion on this. Let's at least honor her with a moment. Should I remind you that we are in the kitchen? The place where food is prepared? The longer Molly is lying around in here, the higher the risk of contamination. Shouldn't we be worried about the contamination that might have ended her? Let's just decide what to do quickly and get back to work. I can tell you how I like to go. With fireworks.
Still, we are talking about corporate property here. I say we put her in the freezer and take her back to Earth. Ally Corp scientists might be, but it's your call, Jan. Let's pack her up for the journey home and see if any of us make it. What? Why not?
Don't you all remember what they said at training? If any member of the crew dies for an unknown reason, it is the duty of the scientist on board to carry out a post-mortem without delay.
Member of the crew?
She was a live being, and her cause of death is unknown. We should find out what really happened.
And it's a mandatory procedure. Let's perform an autopsy and see what... All right. I won't argue with procedures.
All done. Should I take care of this now?
evacuation functionality. Remains in cryosleep. The system actively monitors them.
Hey there. Time to wake up. Yeah, of course. Right. So, looks like, and... Well, it's a mining mission. Remember signing up for that? Yes, I do. But... Are you... me? Is this some kind of... On the contrary, it's all very... Really? Yeah, I'll explain everything, but first, you know who you are? Sound question. Look, it's not a test. Stating your name and role... Okay. In that case, I passed all the tests they told. So... Wrong? No. No, relax, man. The only reason you're here, looking at a... Well... I'm Jan Dolsky too. What? How? Wait, does that mean... Yeah. But... My life... And you can still do that, believe me. Plenty of good deeds to be... You don't understand. I need to fix things. Everything's connected. Wow. They're so... impeccable. And my tattoo... It's gone. What happened? Calm down, please. I know this is a lot to process, but it might help you to know that you're not the first. Talking to the others might help you understand it all better. Take mission logs. I'm not. Death is... Okay. The absurd man says you... Just... What if she died because of something we did? Is there a problem?
Yes, Jan, there's definitely a problem. What do you mean, fed up? Are you blind? What exactly do you want me to improve? You treat people like goddamn tools. Well, I'm not a tool, so you better show. I hear you. Listen, people are angry. Don't ignore them, okay? That was
Come
awesome.
see me.
Thanks.
I'd like to draw your attention to something.
Hey, are you done with the post-mortem? Did you find Molly's cause of death? Yes? Don't you just love science?
I know the direct cause of death, and it wasn't food poisoning.
No?
No, it was a severe.
What? That's the tricky.
Her brain looked. Part of it was covered with a strange, transparent film. Like.
Are you talking about a...
I don't know. I'm not a neurosurgeon, and I'm certainly not a veterinarian. Basic autopsy. I ran a sample through our standard lab tests, and so all I can tell you is this.
Maybe we should report this back to Earth.
Have you heard from anyone since we stopped? Just as I feared. The gravity field might have jammed their sick. While we wait for them to reinstall it, let's collect.
Such as...
Well, we know it wasn't anything in the food or air conditioning. However, there could be other external factors at play. This planet, the Interral. Who knows if the proximity plane doesn't interact with our reality in some ways we don't yet understand? We have no idea about the microbiome here, bacteria, maybe even
viruses.
We should all get tested, just to be on the safe side.
So, the technician was right when he urged us to examine the
And we were right to listen to him. Now let's follow.
Okay.
MRI scanning. A simple procedure that will give us the first crucial answer. Is anything. All I need from you is a simple upgrade of our infirmary. Think you can handle that?
Okay. I'll take care.
Excellent. We'll start the checkups immediately.
done here. Should I help with this now?